Hey everybody, this is Sean Kunz, candidate for Seminole Soil and Water Conservation District Supervisor, Group 5. I just wanted to give you an update, let you know where we are. We're about 2 weeks left in the campaign, but first I want to thank everyone who's supported me up to this point. Thank the people who donated, if you volunteered, those of you who spread the message on social media. And I just want to encourage you to keep going. It's working. You're doing a great job, and you're doing it for an excellent reason. And it's much appreciated from the staff, from myself, from my family. Every time you guys put efforts in, it means I get to spend just a little bit more time with the family. So here's what we've been doing up to this point. We've canvassed and knocked on doors in Oviedo, Winter Springs, Longwood, Castleberry, Altamont, Lake Mary. We'll be in Sanford next week, I'm happy to say, even though a lot of people like to tell me that so many ballots will already be cast. I'm telling you, Sanford's too important of a city to not visit anyway. We've done this every weekend for months now, and even during the week, we've campaigned at Seminole State College. We participated in candidate forums, both in with the League of Women Voters, as well as the Seminole Soil and Water Conservation District's own forum. I've attended not only my own forums, of course, but those for county commissioner, those for the school board. So I've been active in other races, just making sure that I am listening to voters' concerns all around. We participated in both the Seminole County Chamber of Commerce Hobnob in Lake Mary, the Castleberry Chamber Hobnob at Lyman, my alma mater, and the Sanford Chamber of Commerce Hobnob in Old Sanford. We've been to community meetings. I just recently went to the HOA for Unit 8 here in Oak Forest. They're the ones who own this land trust behind me. We'll get back to that subject, as well as the wonderful one in Midway, Canaan a few weeks ago. I was the opening speaker at the first annual Constitution Day Honors. That was excellent. Very proud of that. Met with representatives from the Florida Rights Restoration Council, something I'm big on, as well as other community leaders. I've attended many county commission meetings, listening to voters and their concerns, as well as Soil and Water Conservation District meetings for about the last year, getting ready for this new position. We put signs out in front of people's houses. People have actually texted me saying, hey, bring me a sign. I've worked with other candidates in exchanging signs, other candidates who are supporting me. Hey, you leave some signs out, I'll take yours and put them out. You put some of mine out. It's nice to have that support. And even in front of a couple of businesses I've asked. I want to thank, of course, Oviedo Montessori School for putting a sign out in front of their business and letting me put my face on their business. I want to thank Winchester Insurance of Oviedo for letting me put my face on their business. And I want to thank Refresh Computers of Longwood for letting me put my sign in front of their business. It's an honor. I have strong support from across the political spectrum. I'm working with candidates from both major parties who are, when you see my signs in people's yards, you'll often see other signs. And you'll see signs from all across the political spectrum. And so this interest of mine is an interest of many people's. I believe in that 80-20 Venn diagram of commonality in our community. And so you'll see support from across the aisle, as well as independents and libertarians. I've been very active on social media because this is very important to me. I'm endorsed, for the record, by Jim Turney, City Commissioner for Altamont Springs. I've been endorsed by Cade Resnick, former Winter Springs City Commissioner and longtime teacher. I've been endorsed also by Scott Sturgill, former Soil and Water Conservation District Chairman, and also by H.A. Alexander, former Soil and Water Conservation District member. Now, we've got about 2 weeks to go, and I just wanted to remind you that we're so close. I need to make the final push for some support so that we can win this thing and make the changes that I've promised, take the actions that I've promised. If you see my 5-star action plan on SeanKunz.org, you'll see it there. I'm not going to go into it here. All right, so what can we do? Well, make sure you vote, right? That's the first thing that you can do. And then ask your friends to also vote. okay? Ask them to vote. Bring your sign when you vote. And if you have a couple of minutes in between voting and going home, go ahead and stand out there and wave that sign or plant that sign by the poll, okay? If it's right near election day, leave it there. I'll come get it. But if you want to put it back in your yard when you go home, take it with you. Go vote, please. Wear a pin. Talk me up while you're in line. You're not allowed to campaign in line, but you're all allowed to speak, okay? Recognize a neighbor and say hello and ask them, hey, pay attention to the bottom of the ballot, the soil and water candidates. My friend Sean is who you should be voting for. Go call and knock on your neighbor's doors, okay? I have plenty of material that I can give you if you want to share it, but your word is valuable enough to your neighbors. Give them a ring. Tell them why you voted for me, and ask them to, too. And when I say neighbor, I mean everybody you know in the county, all right? You can sign wave if you'd like. That's a big one. If you have one of my signs, great. If not, you can borrow another one as long as you put it back. Stand on the sidewalk away from the easement so you're not in danger of getting, in the traffic. Wave at your neighbors. Your neighbors know you, they trust you, and they'll take your sign waving as a trusted endorsement, and I'd appreciate that. And then, of course, share on social media. Most of us are on there, especially during the campaign. I've run a clean campaign with no complaining, no mudslinging. I've had a little bit of mud slung at me, and I've not even recognized it or responded to it. So I appreciate your patience on that. We are almost done. Don't rest on our laurels, and we can win this thing. And you're a major part of it. Have a good afternoon.